Hi and welcome to another Turtle Week video. Today we are looking at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Ultimate Collection, Volume 1, hardcover. This is the first 7 issues plus the Raphael one-shot of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book. And it is in black and white, just like the original was. There is a The Works collection plus the colored collection, I believe is what it's called, paperbacks, that you can get if you want to read this in color, basically. But I decided to get this black and white, read it how it was done. The color might actually help you identify which turtle's which. I know that they all have the red masks. Don't get all, oh my, but they all have the same. It's the fact that I don't know, just that's like one of my complaints. We'll get to it in a second. But anyways, let's look at this. Published by IDW. Obviously not the original company that published it. I do not remember the name of the original company to publish it, funny enough. But yeah, here is the hardcover. As you can see, it's a wraparound, like, cool thing, which I actually like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love dust jackets, but when under the dust jacket, or just there's no dust jacket and it's just a picture that's on there, I think it's awesome, because, like, what if you lose the dust jacket? You can buy it used, or is none. Just helps you identify the book a lot better. Back here we have more art. Retails for $49.99 in the US. And here it says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Ultimate Collection Volume 1 includes Mirage Studios, that's the name of the company, TMNT issues 1 through 7, Raphael micro series one shot, and annotations by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, I don't know, and more. Basically the creators of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can definitely, if you never read the original comic book, it is different. I'm gonna say that straight out. It is different than what you're probably used to with the 90s cartoon, the 2004 cartoon, the current one, the movies, even the remake. It's all, like, you can see where they got a lot of stuff from here for the inspiration for that. Like, the origin more or less stays the same, and there's a lot of differences. I really don't know how to put it. It's like you definitely want to check this out if you're a Turtle fan. I'm going to say that right now. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I might actually give the color 5 out of 5, and that's just because of the confusion that I get sometimes on, like, depicting on who's Raphael and who's Michelangelo in the art. Just because Leonardo, you can see where his weapon is, Donatello, you can see where his weapon is, but the other two, most of the time you don't see it, and it's kind of hard for me to identify who's actually talking. But yeah, that's just an issue I have. I don't know if anybody else has that, but that's me. Here, you open it up, we have some art, Nickelodeon right there, because Nickelodeon has the rights for the show and everything right now. Like I said, issues 1 through 7 plus the Raphael one shot in the actual correct order. So basically, when you get these, IDWs put everything in the right order. They put the one shots where they're meant to be read, and so on and so forth. But yeah, the issue 1, it's actually really interesting on how Shredder has been built up as, like, the main bad guy throughout the years for the Turtles. And minor spoiler alerts, he's only in the beginning of this. The Turtles do go through their origin. We learned their origin anyway. Actually, when they start off, they're fighting a gang, which is actually the same thing that happens in the remake, or not the remake, but the current relaunch of the comic book series by IDW. What else to say? They get the origin, it's the same old thing. Shredder basically kills Splinter's master. Splinter learns martial arts by watching him. Accident with ooze, mutation, ninjas. There you go. Foot Clan. Which it's actually kind of funny. If you're new to the Turtles or haven't done any research on it, they do reference kind of like Daredevil and stuff like that a lot, kind of, with the whole accident, like a blind guy pushes or a blind guy's crossing the street, there's a car accident, and this kid pushes him out of the way and gets this stuff in his eyes, and while that's happening, the turtles are falling and their ooze is getting on them and stuff. Obviously it has nothing to do with Marvel, but that's what they were referencing in that. They do it a lot, like Daredevil fights the hand, here they're fighting the foot, and so on and so forth. The art is definitely good. I'm not a big fan on, like, you know, the faces and stuff, but it's good. The turtles look pretty good. Everything is drawn pretty clear. Like I said, my only issue is when they're not holding their weapons. It's like, for me, it gets a little confusing on who's who, but as you can see, like, here's a pretty good splash page of Raphael fighting with Michelangelo. Here we have Donatello working on some computer stuff. Leonardo sitting back there kind of complaining about all the ruckus, and Splinter sitting there watching TV. And yeah, the art is definitely good. It's definitely clear. They did a good job with this. You know, there's not like any issues here. Got the Mausers. We got the professor dude whose name I'm forgetting right now because it's a not so awesome review and you cannot expect greatness from this channel. I'm just saying that right now. But yeah, basically a lot that, say, the first few issues kind of spread out differently. You can read the first issue as a one-shot. You don't even have to read the rest of the story. I mean, like, not saying you don't have to. You're not gonna buy this, you're gonna read the whole thing. But the first issue is self-contained. You know, we learn of, I believe we learned of their origins in the first issue. We have the Shredder in the first issue. We have them fighting the Foot Clan, and then we go on to Mausers. We go on to random different places in the galaxy, little robots, and just it gets a little insane with these little dinosaur looking creatures whose name escaped me again right now, and I actually just finished reading this a little bit ago. But yeah, in between every issue we get something like this. Well, here's the beginning of the issue. We do get the color cover, but we get stuff like this, just notes and stuff, like it said in the back, notes from, this one's Kevin Eastman, and in the back we do have some sketches which are pretty cool to look at if you enjoy that kind of thing, and the sketches are actually really nicely done too. Yeah, overall it's a good book. I mean, you know what the turtles are. If you want to read their origin, or like the real way they started, check this out. It's, like I said, different from everything current. I'm sure there's a lot of people who love the turtles who actually haven't had a chance to check this out yet, so I definitely recommend it for you guys. It is different. That's how I felt when I read it. You know, I haven't actually read this up until now, and yeah, you can see similarities to the movie in ways, and that's like one note I want to mention. Like, you can see where they took stuff from the movies, from like the first couple of issues, but they definitely did not base the first turtle movie or anything on this book, just like straight out. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say about this. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget, there is other turtle things going on this week, so check all that stuff out. Don't forget to leave a comment for any questions, anything you want to say about this book. Tell me if you liked it, if you didn't like it, what you didn't like. Go ahead down below, leave a comment. Other than that, all I've got to say is thank you for watching, and I hope you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.